Drop. What are we talking about?
Courtney Jackson, we're back. I'm standing with a guy. Y'all know I love this guy a whole bunch. A guy that's been ranked in the top 3 the last 2 years. I just kidded with you and said, first of all, this guy's name is Landon HULLABY, folks. Landon HULLABY, the guy that turned the corner 2 years ago and shocked the world and beat Glenn Rice and Jordan Crook and all those guys. Then y'all lost to him in the championship. Landon HULLABY that went to Baylor, got his first offer. Landon HULLABY that's now going to be a freshman at Bishop Dunn High School and will be playing varsity as a freshman. Let's start off, let's backtrack, let's go back to the CCE rankings. Tell me the mindset, because I think I know the mindset, but tell me the mindset. You guys have a season, you kind of wait 2 or 3 months for the rankings to come out. What kind of energy do you guys have? Are y'all nervous about the rankings? Are you excited? What's the energy?
I'm excited, but like also at the same time, like rankings, like it don't really matter because like anybody can be good. Like there's some people you haven't ranked that I know that they can get down.
That are really talented. Yeah. The thing of rankings, and we put rankings in, is to make you be more accountable with yourself. And it's a way of letting you know somebody else is looking at you. You can't rank somebody you don't know about. So the rankings are only, they're subjective, but they're only rankings of people that CCE has seen. You know you're going to miss people. So let's go into the next thing. You have a season. You play your middle school season. How was the middle school season? Tell me how many touchdowns you rushed for.
I don't know, but I know each game I had about 3.
So when you don't know, folks, how many touchdowns you rush for, that's probably means you rush for a whole bunch of them. So a lot of touchdowns. Did y'all win y'all district?
No. Sad thing is we didn't win the game. Like I was scoring, but we didn't really have a defense. So I was like just scoring, and we were trying to get stops on defense, but it wasn't really working.
So it's a guy named Sir Parker. He never won a high school game. He was an All-American out of L.A. He's one of the leading rushers. He never won a game. That's the most bittersweet story there is in this world, right? That could be you if you'd have stayed in that situation where you were losing the game, but you were getting a lot of personal accolades and glory. Fast forward. You also played for the DFW Ravens last year. I talked to Javion about the pressure of living up to you guys last year. When you have so many guys on your team that are going to be big-time players and probably varsity players as freshmen, was there pressure on you guys throughout the season last year wearing that Raven uniform?
I mean, there's pressure, but at the same time, you just got to do you. Just play, ball out, just play.
Tell me about being a Raven. What does it mean to you to be a Raven? Do you miss these days of being out there with Coach Joe Walker and Coach Bly and them yelling at you and getting you right? Do you miss those days a little bit?
I really miss those days because whenever I first came to the Ravens, it was new, but it was really helped me.
So you play for other teams. Tell me how being a part of the Ravens culture and family, that's what I see when I think about the Ravens. He's one of the only guys that I know that can call guys, and they're big-time stars. They've already gotten offers, and you guys all come running back. Tell me about that culture that he's created here.
It's done a lot because the other teams I played for, it's like I wasn't really in the CCE circuit, but I was still scoring like 7 touchdowns a game. Then I came to the Ravens, it just like showed me a lot of new stuff. Like, I didn't know about rankings and all that. Like that was my first year hearing about it whenever I met you.
And your first year in the rankings, what was your ranking?
Second.
Number 2. First year in the rankings, he goes number 2. The second year, he drops off, and he goes all the way to 3. You got one more set of rankings. These are the most important because now you're going to be playing more of a defensive role this year, Piers, right? Playing safety. That could be a spot for you in the future. I was a big-time running back in Little League. I was a running back as a freshman. But then my coach sat me down at the end of spring and said, you're going to be a Division I safety. And I ended up being a Division I safety, but then going in college and playing corner. Do you have thoughts of saying maybe I'm never going to be a running back, but I might be a safety? You got to have a psyche of saying that you can do it and that you're okay doing it if you want to be one of the top-ranked guys.
That's the thing. They still got me a third-string running back in school behind my brother and somebody else, but playing safety and corner, the more you know, the better you are because you know everything. College, they're on the move, you're already used to it. Like, you won't be surprised.
And you're more versatile. So it's still an opportunity, maybe in the next 2 years when you're a sophomore or junior, of moving back to running back and taking on more of that role.
But yes, sir. But I think corner and safety is going to be the main thing that gets me to college.
So there it is. He's almost 6 feet tall. He is 6 feet tall. I'm 6'1". Let's talk about the next thing when we talk about the recruiting process. Man, you go to Baylor, you run a real good time, you put on a great performance, and they offer you. Tell me the feeling.
It was good. I kind of knew it was going to happen, but I wasn't going into camp thinking like that. I was just going to do me and ball out.
What was your, I'll say this, what was your mindset? How was it different from your 7th grade year when you went as opposed to your 8th grade year?
That's the thing. 7th grade year I went, and I did pretty good, I think, but I didn't
Kind
get
of
the
filling
offer.
it out a little bit.
Yeah, I was feeling I didn't get the offer, so I was like, next year when you invited me back, I was like, bet, that's a bet. And I just worked. And then once I got there, it was just time to show out.
Time to show out. So, I got to ask this question, and I tell everybody the same thing. You got a Twitter, and I want to thank Coach this such from Baylor, and I'm blessed to get my first offer. Any girls, new girls start trying to holler at you, but you all of a sudden become cute to anybody. Give us a good story about the luxury of being an 8th grader, getting a Division I offer from a major Power 5 conference.
My dad already talked to me about that stuff. Girls, it's not really a main priority right now. I got plenty of time for that.
Okay. Last thing before we go. This is the DFW Raven alumni, folks. He's going to be another DFW Raven that's going to be doing big things this year. It's his first year in high school. Look out for him on the football field playing with Bishop Dunn Falcons. Last thing. Tell me one memorable thing about being a Raven. What's your best memory of being a Raven?
Before the games, Super Bowl for sure. Even though I was hurt, it was still fun. Like, I still got to be with my team and all that. And after the games, whenever we beat the Rams, the first time we went out to eat, that was fun.
First time, you guys y'all split, right? Okay. I'll just teasing it there. The Rams and the Ravens actually came together, so the Rams are now the Ravens, folks. This is Courtney Jackson, CCE, behind the scenes of one of the best organizations. You heard I said one of the best organizations in all of North Texas, and many say one of the biggest and best teams in the whole state of Texas, the DFW Ravens. We'll be back with more.